This message is for all of you planning to travel for the Xmas celebration. Please, if you have the uncle or your auntie or your neighbors, brother and sisters planning to travel for this Christmas celebration, help me pass this information to him or her. If you know you are not prayerful and you are planning to travel for the Christmas celebration, but you have wicked uncles and aunties, diabolic uncles and aunties that swear you will never progress. You have diabolic uncles and aunties that doesn't want to see you smile, and you are not prayerful. Do not travel. I repeat, do not travel. A lot of people traveled last year, but they came back with elephantiasis, or you call it achere. Some guys living outside the country came back innocently to celebrate with their loved ones and their family members. They ended up in the mortuary. You have to be very careful. My brothers that are living outside the country, if you're from Imo State, Abia State, Anambra, or Ebonyi, take for instance you're from Imo State, and you want to come back for this Xmas celebration. You are from maybe Mbise, or Akabo, or Obo, or Mbano, in any village I have mentioned, and you are coming back for the Christmas. Please don't go back to Mbise or Obo or Mbano. If you suspect that your village people, your uncles and aunties windows or Chiebu, stay back in Owerri town. In the middle of the night, sneak out and go see your brothers and sisters or your fathers or the people you can trust. Sneak in again and stay back in Owerri, after which you travel back to your country for your lives. Some promising young guys have died mysteriously because of these wicked uncles and aunties in the village. Go to some villages in our states, Imo State and Anambra, or even Enugu. I don't think it's common in Anambra. You will see uncompleted building. They will tell you that this building, this Emi Jakarta started it 5 years ago. Ugo Indonesia is the one that is building this house. He started it 4 years ago. He only came back to finish it, only to die mysteriously. He died mysteriously. Some sleep, they didn't wake up. Some he was going out, accident, and that was it. And they will end up burying these guys in one of the rooms in their uncompleted building. This is as a result of wickedness of man to his fellow man. Our wicked uncles in the village. It is time to salvage our land. It is time to proffer lasting solutions. We have talked about these things over time. Shouldn't there be law, cultural law? This is not about police and army. There should be a law guiding this whole thing. What happened to our culture and tradition? These uncles and aunties have tied a lot of promising young guys with dreams and aspirations down. Indeed, when your communities is still underdeveloped because of these people, your communities is still retarded because of these wicked uncles and aunties that have stayed in the village. They have refused to leave the village. They stay there waiting for our young boys that will come back. They will kill them untimely. There should be a law that any uncle or auntie that is the reason why your village is the way it is, or they are the reason why this boy or this other lady died, they should swear by Amadioha. All these wicked uncles and aunties should swear by Amadioha. And they will die before 4 days, or they should be banished from our communities. Somebody should be used to set example for others to learn. The truth is that we know who these people are. We know where they live. I know of a girl that they killed the sister, killed the father, and about to take the mother. And the girl said she knows that it's her uncle, her father's brother. And these pastors, our pastors have capitalized on this wickedness of our uncles to use it against our brothers living outside the country, even the ones in Nigeria. Please, it is time to start using our culture and our tradition very well. We are really downgrading this our culture and tradition. What happens to Ofo? What happens to Ofo? Or Akuwo the person? Or for any wicked uncle and auntie that is making a community not to be progressing? Do you know how our villages could have been if they have allowed these boys to breathe fresh air? Our boys go outside the country and they hustle very well, only to be killed by one useless uncle and auntie in the village. Please, Igwe, it is time to rise and shine. Help me pass this my message to our Igwes. Most guys have ended in the mortuary like that because of one stupid uncle and auntie in the village. They should be made to pay for what they are doing to these people. Women, if you have gotten to the age of marriage, your suitors have been promising you like Nigeria economy. Your marriage is doing like Nigeria problem, fluctuating, appear and disappear, come today, come tomorrow. And you suspect that your problem is coming from the village, and you have almost reached menopause. You are desperately in need of marriage, but all your suitors are disappointing you. Please don't travel for this Christmas celebration. The more they see you, they renew whatever they've done to you. Stay back in town and have faith in God in town while our Igwes are solving this problem, because the problem must be solved. If you are a young guy and you notice they have tied you in a bottle, they have hanged you in one tree in your village, and they constantly call your name, please don't travel for this Xmas celebration. Like I said, the more they see you, they renew whatever they have done to you. In the aspect of spending, please spend wisely while you are in the village. Buy what you need and not what you want. Men, it is time to start trusting your wives. If you have budgeted 500,000 for this Christmas celebration, please lodge in that money into your wife's account so that you have 300,000 naira left in January. Don't go to the village and start showing off. No go they do pass yourself. Somebody will see you and say, my uncle, you will sit down and buy 30 crates of Hero, 30 bottles of Heineken. And when you come back, you will be thinking, while you are planning to go back to the village, your pastors and reverend father are seriously waiting for you in the village. The fathers, they are coming with the harvest and bazaar. While your pastors are coming out to ask you for money, you have to be very careful. Women, it's time for you to start pinching your husbands in the church. A pastor or reverend father who will give us 1 million, your husband will stand up. Your husband that doesn't even have 200,000 in his account will stand up. Pinch him to sit down. It is time to start pinching these men. Don't go to village and start showing off, because they will think that you have arrived and they will put you inside a Heineken bottle. Heineken bottle. You have to start thinking. Women, don't allow anybody to touch your children. Stop doing over-hugging. Anybody you see, you hug. Don't hug anybody. Drink, but don't be drunk. If you must drink, drink ever wine. You have to be very sensitive. Don't go and start sharing rice, sharing money. Start showing off, showing who you are not. Men, don't go and promise church what you cannot give. You will come back home, high BP will kill you. Remember, January is coming. I know why I am sounding like this. Please, we should all be sensitive while we're in the village. Pregnant women, you don't need to travel. And my brothers outside the country, please be very, 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 very prayerful while you come back. Don't rely on any pastor. Do not rely on any pastor. We are going to solve our problem traditionally, because most of our pastors are fake. So they have capitalized on our problems in the village. That's why they're using it against the gullible ones. So be very, very careful while you come back. The problems will be solved, like I said. I wish all of you safe flights. I wish you journey mercies. And I hope to see you all in the year 2020. Thank you all. I love you immensely. God bless you.